Santa Claus!
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you like that little thing at the beginning. I was sitting there and I seen him backing in the driveway. I'm like, Santa Claus! That's what I call a UPS driver. But with that stated, too, that's what today's video is about. And it's just the generosity of this community. I constantly say it, I constantly tell it, because I see certain people in the community that are always willing to help. And well, let's just get you going on this one and I'll tell you exactly what's going on. I don't know how many of my videos you actually watch or how long or any of that. I know what the analytics say and all that. But with that being stated, I started having issues with my compressor. I was getting moisture in my air coming out of my air gun. And I could look down at the compressor and there'd be moisture in the trap on it. So I reached out to Paul over at Diecast Graveyard because he's been airbrushing a long time, a really big airbrushing guy, you know. He strongly promotes to airbrush whenever you can. And anyhow, I got to talking to him. He asked me some questions. I responded, told him my thoughts, told him what was going on, sent him pictures of my setup and everything. And he said, unfortunately, he thought it was the diaphragm in my compressor. I'm like, oh, great. So I had told him that I guess I just had to start rattle canning. Paul does not like rattle canning. It has its place, but Paul is not a big proponent of rattle canning. You know, he wants you to airbrush whenever you can, and he's correct. It's a much better job. You get a much broader range of colors and everything. So with that being stated, he said no, no rattle cans. So, you know, let it go for a couple of days and everything. I told him, you know, I was going to try to get some inline filters and stuff like that and put on my airbrush to try to catch more of it when it come in. And with that being stated, all of a sudden, out of the clear blue, a couple days later, he said, keep our eye out for delivery. I'm like, what? So he sent me a picture and I was flabbergasted. I could not believe it. So with that being stated, there's the long story. I want to turn you around and show you what a wonderful gift Paul from Diecast Graveyard has presented to the Old Man Diecast channel. So here we go. The Cool Tootie, no air, no name rather, compressor and tank from Spray Gunner. This is Spray Gunner's line of compressors. I think they have a couple different ones. This one is called the Cool Tootie. But, I mean, I just could not believe when he said he was sending that. I was like, no, don't do that, you know. I was like, we can't, no. So with that being stated, let's go over specifications. It was no name, brand by Spray Gunner, air compressor for airbrush. Oil-free design, 1.6 horsepower, 110 volts, auto stop at 65 psi, auto start when pressure drops below 50, air regulator, 0 to 100 psi, equipped with filter, moisture trap, and gauge. Airflow 20 to 23 liters per minute, a 3-liter metal air tank, a 1/8 connector for air hose, 6-foot power cable, suction cups on feet for stability, portable with comfortable metal handle, cooling fan inside the motor housing. That's really cool. Additional cooling fan right on the piston radiator to keep the compressor running cool for a long time. Wow. Then there's the phone number and all the pertinent information. Again, from Spray Gunner. Got the old California warning on there, but let's get this bad boy cracked open, shall we? See what's in here. Alright, right away, we've got a sticker, Chroma Air finishes. I've never tried Chroma Air, but Paul likes them. He talks about them a lot on his channel. One day I'm going to have to give them a try. And there's the Chroma Air line, very vivid, bright colors. Acrylic urethane, which means water-based. I got the shipping for returns. Spray Gunner card packed by Omar. Thank you, Omar, very much. And the owner's manual. Or in these days and time, instruction manual. I'm gonna have to sit y'all down to get this out, so let me put y'all up here. There's going to be some shaking going on, so just bear with me. Oh! I could not believe when Paul sent me the picture talking about, oh, keep an eye out in the mail, and he sent that picture showing this compressor. I'm like, no, dude, no. But sure enough, here it is. You saw Santa Claus bringing it in. Nothing in the box but this bad boy. Try not to shake y'all and bounce y'all around too much. And I will be doing a full review on this bad boy. Well, not full, because I'm not going to know all the pertinent information, but I'm going to do a review on it, so you'll know my thoughts about it and everything. I tell you what, man, as Hank Hill would say, I tell you what.
Well, I tell you what.
This thing is pretty dang cool already. As you know, mine, I had the compressor, but I don't have the tank. I was planning on putting a tank on it, but those tanks are half the price of a compressor. Tell you what, this thing is definitely sturdy built. You can tell that right away. You pick this bad boy up and you can tell it's put together well. Now let me show you what we got here. There's the regulator and the moisture trap. All I gotta do is hook up the fitting right here to hook my air line up to. And this bad boy is tight too because it's new. Pull up, hear that pop, turn it to set it for your pressure, and then push it back down to lock it in. So nobody can come along and turn it, or you turn it by accident or bump it with something. But as mentioned, there's a fan on top. If I'm not mistaken, that will run all the time. But yeah, it's a really nice looking air compressor. On-off switch right there on the top for easy access. Definitely a better filter in it than the one that came in mine. Here's how you let the pressure out. You could do it there, or you can hit that whenever you turn it off. Push out and let the air out there, which will blow the moisture out. Is there a drain plug? Yep, there's a drain plug on the bottom. So after, you know, a week or so of airbrushing, you can come in and let the moisture out. Because anytime you compress anything, it's going to make it warm and it's going to make it condensate. So, get you turned back around. But can you guys believe that? I mean, just out of the... Just out of the clear blue, he's like, yep, here, you're having issues, let me help you out, because he can. I gotta tell you guys, this is the greatest community on YouTube. Yeah, there's a few troublemakers here or there, but that's with anything. Who does something like that? Paul over, I was going to say his last name, but I'll screw it up. Paul, or Uncle Paulie, if you will, over at Diecast Graveyard. That's who. He didn't have to do this. He knows he didn't have to do it, but he did it anyway to help a fellow YouTuber out, a fellow community member, a fellow builder. His only stipulation was to use it and keep building cars. So that's my plan. But can't really do any painting today. Can't really do any painting in the afternoons now because it's winter time. So by the time I get home, it's almost dark. So be limited to the weekend time. But yes, I'm going to do a quick review on this bad boy. So be on the lookout for that. Paul, thank you, brother. Thank you very much. You know you didn't have to do that, and I greatly appreciate it. Need more people like you, brother. Need more people like you. With that stated, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go stare at this and show it off to the wife a little bit. You guys get out there and hunt, because if you don't hunt, you can't find it. And we'll see you in the next video. Holy moly. Thank you, Paul. Bye-bye, Santa Claus. We'll see ya.